Hey, you guys, it's Sharice with Tarot Seas. I am here to bring you some channeled messages from the Divine Masculine. Now, I'm going to just keep it real with y'all. Divine Masculines have been bothering me all day. And I am not talking about just random messages. I mean, it has been a constant stream of messages all day. So what I have done is wrote out some of the messages that I kept receiving throughout the day. And at the end of the reading, I'm gonna go through some of these messages, and I might pull some cards on those messages as well. But I'm gonna pull like maybe 3 or 4, and then we'll get into that a little later. But I kept being called to do a reading tonight, and I'm sure there's a reason why they've been at me today. But Spirit calls you to do a message, you give it. So I'm gonna use my Tarot of Dreams deck, and then we're gonna probably clarify with the Gilded. This bad boy right here is one of my favorite decks. But I'm going to go ahead and safely say that these messages have been aimed toward and specifically geared toward the Divine Feminine. I won't get into stages and, runner chaser, and I'm going to keep away from that. Because it's not up for me to tell you what stage you are in your journey. That ain't my business. My job is to get you the messages. So I'm going to do that. And for the record, anybody who wants to know and generally care, you'll hear music from time to time when I do readings. I musically meditate. That's actually how I receive a lot of the messages that I receive. Just in case you're wondering. I listen to mostly R&B, but and soul music, but I'll venture off here and there. Alright, one more shuffle. I'm going to tell you, okay, we already picked what messages we're going to look at. So we'll just leave those over there. Alright, I'm going to do a normal 3-card spread, and then I'll clarify as needed. Alright, past energy, we have the Sun card. I always think of the Sun card as the joy card. In the traditional Rider-Waite, it's the baby on the back of a horse and, just enjoying all things that are grand in life. But in this deck, the Sun is kind of an Adonis, right? And he's got the Sun in his hands. He is the Sun. Sun, this card is the sign of Leo. And doesn't he just kind of give off Leo vibes? Like, look at me. I am the shit. So, your Divine Masculines have been feeling themselves and kind of knowing, the world revolves around them. That's some good energy to be in. I'm happy to hear that. Current energy is the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands talks about having to make a decision, having to choose between 2 paths. And Wands are action cards, so this is actively making a decision. You've got these steps, and you can either go this way, which looks like it's lit up, and this way looks lit up too, but it's a little darker. So right now he's weighing the pros and cons of which path to choose. The energy that's coming toward him is the Four of Swords, but it was in the reverse. So the Four of Swords in the reverse talks about unrest, restlessness. I usually discuss, let me turn that back in the upright. I usually discuss, okay, Charlie. Uncle Charlie's a little loud. Okay, sorry. In the upright. See, they're laying in bed. They got 3 swords at their feet. And they're sleeping with one. So this lets me know that, and you got Libra up there too. Air energy. But, is that Libra? I'm up here yapping and I don't even know what I'm talking about. Libra's an air sign. Okay, never mind. Call me out if it ain't right. But anywho, back to the swords. Swords are about thought. So the energy that's coming toward the divine masculines is that restlessness. I won't say kind of antsy. Maybe a little anxious. Let's see what it is they're anxious about. Or what they got going on. For those of you who wanted to know, that was the Fool and the Ten of Wands that popped out while I was shuffling. Alright. It felt like coming out, so let's flip it over, right? 8 of Wands with the Sun card. Talks about communication. Communication regarding some type of obsession, addiction, lower vibration energy. Could be a Capricorn along with the Wheel of Fortune. So maybe your divine masculine, or the divine masculine, excuse me, has received some information regarding possibly an offer from a Capricorn. The Wheel of Fortune for me signifies cycles of karma. So this could be with attached to the devil. It could be a bad turn of karma or bad, yeah. I need one more. Sorry, guys. I need one more for the devil. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. There's a toxic commitment. That's fated. It is a karmic connection. Okay, thank you. Wow. Okay. There's a communication regarding this toxic connection. And a commitment. What about it? This thing that he's bound to. There's some communication coming in about it. That's why this Two of Wands is here. So let's find out more. There's the Two of Wands here. and 10. We got 2 10s. So there's some completion that's coming. It looks like there's a decision having to face what it is that you crying over spilled milk for this 5 of Cups. There's the Divine Masculine made a boo-boo, an error in judgment, made a mistake, did a thing, kind of threw a rock and hit his hand, and now he feels bad about it because of there's some guilt that came with it, and it has to do with this decision that he needs to make. But it's a burden. Either this guilt or the having to make this decision. Oh, we're not shuffling here. Alright. We got the 9 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles, so putting in work into being single. So there's a burden he's putting down. Wants to put down. So he can work on being single. What is this that he's regretting? Why is this 5 of Cups here? Thank you. Another 5. 5 symbolize change. You got a couple 5s, so that could signify some drastic change, but there is an opportunity. But somebody was tired of playing tit for tat. Somebody was tired of empty victories. That's what this 5 of Swords is about. That, yeah, I did this, but you did that. Or, but these are swords, so these are about thoughts, but there are people in this card. And these people have been defeated by these swords. See, this isn't a victory for this dude. But he won swords. And in tarot, swords are about thought. They are about communication as well. So it could be somebody feeling like they got the upper hand in communication. But the wounded warrior is here. The 9 of Wands. This dude is tired. Like, he's over it. He's over it, but he's not as over it as this dude who's carrying 10 of them. But here, he's like, I'm tired, but I still got a little fight left in me. But it looks like this little bit of this empty victory is what took the fight out of you. That's why you're tired. But it felt like this is a shiny new pinnacle and you turned it away. That's why you feeling Divine Masculine, feeling stupid right now. What you got going on, man? The 4 of Swords was here in reverse. Put it back in there the right way. So there's an end to a commitment. You got 3 10s here. And the Tower. You got the 9 of Swords in the reverse. Alright, so you're anxious about a relationship that's ended. You've got the 10 of Pentacles here. And we talked about this toxic, obsessive kind of bind that you have. But with this 4 of Swords in reverse, it's like anxiety regarding a commitment that's over. So we also have the Tower. And that's from the 9 of Swords in reverse. So it's like anxious, not anxious. Anxious, not anxious. But I'm not happy. There's something happening with your emotions that you don't understand. There's been a sudden shift. or it's going to come if it hasn't come already. I don't know why that's over now, but we'll look at it. 7 of Wands. We won't put that. Excuse me. Why is the tower here? Page of Swords in reverse. 5 of Pentacles. You have another 5. King of Cups. Boy, they're all coming up now. Alright, so we've got Judgment, King of Cups in the reverse, Page of Swords, and the 5 of Pentacles. I won't say it's in the reverse, and I won't say it's in the upright, so kinda. 5 of Pentacles, that's feeling left out in the cold. But in this deck, it's more like charity. Like they're actually not outside at all. They're inside, but they still cold. But they're blessed. There's that divinity. There's divine light. They have each other, so to speak. That's along with Judgment. You got the King of Cups in the reverse, which is water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. But in a divine masculine reading, this could very well be you. Angry, sort of volatile. You're actually showing your emotions. And I also have the Page of Swords here in the reverse. Page of Swords is in the reverse is it's watching energy, but this is more trolling energy. This is like riding past your house, riding past your job energy. It feels like you're trying to catch somebody doing something. Maybe that's why you're so anxious. What you got going on here, fella? I'm almost afraid to see what these messages is right here. But we're going to check them out anyway. Let's see. I know now. I wish I was with you. Don't leave. And and I admire your strength. So, I mean, I don't really see any revelation here, to be honest. It looks like, I mean, maybe you realized here that you were attached to a toxic situation, and this is where that regret comes in. So maybe that's why you're wishing you were with the Divine Feminine. Don't leave. She's not even in this reading. It doesn't even look like you're... Okay, well, there it is. Maybe it's that 10 of Cups. Maybe y'all recently split. If y'all were dealing with each other, maybe that's this Tower and why you want Judgment. Maybe that's whose house you riding by, whose job you checking to see if her car in the parking lot. I admire your strength. Maybe that's because you breaking down. You got all of this. You got 10s everywhere. You got 5s everywhere. You are going through some things, and you are wanting to reach out to her and hold on to her because you feel like you are losing control. Maybe that's why this 7 of Wands popped out. Might be advice for you. Stand your ground, man. You got to hold yourself down. This is not good. This is not good energy to have for anybody. In the upright, maybe. Because this is a man in love who might be doing a little sneaky peek. Who might be trying to, you know, send a couple little flirty messages here and there, or check to see if she's online or something like that. But this dude and this dude together, that's no good. That's Joe from you. That I love you so much where you think you going energy. We don't want that. You gotta come out of that, my guy. Maybe that's why I was called to do this message. So I hope it helps. I'm gonna go ahead and do a Divine Feminine reading now because I did Divine Masculine and we have to match, right? But thank you guys for watching. I hope the message helps. Have a good one.